Hello, everybody. What's going on? This is Andrew, and I'm back with another draft here on Firewood Gaming. We're jumping in to some more Innistrad drafts. Yeah, I've been enjoying this draft format. I like trying to figure it out, and it's been fun doing at least one draft every week to see how the format's evolving a little bit and try to follow along as best I can. I hadn't really been doing this recently. I'd been taking a bit of a back seat when the new sets came out, doing a few drafts, but not really jumping into them as much as I have with this one. So it's been fun. I've really enjoyed really trying to get into it and figure out what I like and what I don't like about this draft format. And what I figured out that I like is I really like the red cards in this draft format. Seems like a lot of people undervalue them, but I like them quite a bit. So let's see what we end up with. What we end up with here, and not a ton. This rare's kind of bad. Beloved Beggar's fine in the white blue deck and the white black deck, but not super great outside of that. Dawnheart Mentor is pretty good. 3 mana 0/4 that makes a 1/1, and then you can give stuff +3/+3 and trample if you have Coven, and it's an 0/4, so it turns on Coven. But there's also an Organ Hoarder and an Eccentric Farmer. So the best cards in this pack for me are green and blue. I think I'm going to take the Organ Hoarder. I think it's tough to pass this card, and there's no other good blue cards in this pack. So I'm not passing any good blue signals to the player on my left. Not an exciting first pick, but I think it's a good one. And then we get to follow it up with Slaughter Specialist is, I think it can be okay in certain decks, but I don't think it's good enough on its own. Covetous Castaway, though, I think is very powerful, and I think that's what I'm going to take here. It's a 2 mana 1/3, so it blocks, it's got good stats, and when it dies, we mill 3 cards, and then later on we can shuffle 3 cards from our graveyard back into our library. So it lets us reuse big creatures and spells that we mill over and put them back into our deck. It's a very solid card. Oh, don't do this to me. So there's a Thermal Alchemist, and we've talked many times before. If you've watched any of my recent videos over the last couple weeks, you'll probably have run into a Thermal Alchemist video or two. I like this card a lot. I just think it's cool. But I don't think I'm going to pick it. I think I'm actually going to try the Eccentric Farmer blue-green mill deck. Seems like it could be open here. And I think that's what I want to do. So we're going to take Farmer here. See if we end up in a good blue-green deck. So there's another Flesh Taker here. There's a Burn the Accursed, which I'm kind of sad about having here in this pack after just taking an Eccentric Farmer and passing my Thermal Alchemist. Startle's a good card too. I think I want to take this Turn the Earth though. Yeah. It kind of goes with what I'm doing. It's got flashback. Now I can take this Locked in the Cemetery. Lots of good red cards. There is a Moonrager Slash. I think I can just stay on target and take the Locked in the Cemetery, though. Here, there's nothing amazing for me. The Silver Bolt's fine. Candlelit Cavalry is just a decent 5-drop, though, so I think I'll just take Cavalry here. It's close, though. I could see Bolt being better. Yeah, let's take the Silver Bolt. There's lots of 5-drops in the format. Tapping at the Window or Evolving Wilds. Both are good in the deck I'm trying to build. But I think I'll take the tapping since the Farmer... No, Wilds is good with Farmer. That's tough. No, I'll take the Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds goes well with the Farmer. No, I'm okay taking a pestilent wolf here, I think. Throw that in the deck. No one took any of these red cards. These were the only 3 red cards in that pack. Huh. Okay. I'm happy with the bird admirer. I'll play this card. In a sentry. I don't think I want the second turn the earth. I've got one already. I don't even know if I'll play this card, but I could see if we have a lot of self-mill, being able to shuffle cards back into my deck could basically be like just stacking my deck with 3 amazing cards. So we'll leave it in for now. We've got the Castaway, we've got the Farmer, and the Hoarder, and the Evolving Wilds. So we already have lots of ways to put things into our graveyard. And I like the way this deck is looking so far. We've got some good creatures with decent stat lines and good abilities. If we end up with a Coven card, we could pretty easily turn it on thanks to these 2 Harvest-Tide Sentries and the Castaway. Yeah, we're looking pretty okay actually. And the red did dry up, which I'm happy about because I didn't want to feel too sad that that I passed on red, but it did dry up. Somebody else ended up taking all of the red. We got lots of green this pack, so I'm hoping to get blue coming back this way. So there's a Malevolent Hermit. This card's obviously powerful. But is it powerful in draft is the question. I don't know that it is. Like, these are 4 amazing blue commons right here. And Scab Wrangler is a really powerful uncommon. I think I'm just taking this Organ Hoarder. I think it's better for the draft deck than the Malevolent Hermit. Is that crazy? No, that's gotta be crazy. I'll take the Hermit. It has flashback, and so that's already good with some of the self-mill stuff I'm doing here. That's close to that had so many good cards in it. That one pack. And now this pack has nothing that we want. Rebirth isn't worth it. It's not worth splashing. Smoldering Egg and Ambusher can be good in the right deck, but obviously that's not us. So we're just taking this Revenge of the Drowned, which is fine, but it's nothing super special. I'm kind of happy to get this Fading Hope, though. Shipwreck Sifters can be good. How many spirits do we have? None. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Fading Hope's the right pick. Okay, Haunted Ridge, Unblinking Observer. The Rejuvenator's pretty good. I think that's the pick. That's a late Awakener. We're not taking Haunted Ridge. Yeah, we'll take the Rejuvenator. So now I can take Farmland or something like a Might of the Old Ways or a Stormrider Spirit. Or the Amalgam, I guess. Yeah, let's try taking the Amalgam, actually. That's some late black and white cards coming this way. The Midnight Ambush and the Trapper. Here we go. Ominous Roost is actually the card we were looking for. Some very late black cards. The Fenestrate should not be going pick 6. But Roost is actually really good for us. We have a lot of things with flashback. Lots of things that cast from our graveyard. So we will take this Ominous Roost and see if we can get anything else to cast from our graveyard. There's a Path to the Festival, a Jack-o'-lantern. Might play Consider. I want a Tapping at the Window. And some more Farmers, I think. I think I'd rather play the Consider than the Path. Neither are that amazing in this deck. Nothing for us here. Ooh, this Revenge Wield. Okay. Pretty happy about that. The Bounding Wolf is something I'd play too, but I'm doing okay on 3-drops. And I want more farmers, as is. Our deck is coming together. We've got a couple really good things with Disturb that we can flash back. We've got the Turn the Earth, excuse me, to shuffle some stuff back in. A couple bounce spells. Yeah, this is going okay. Hopefully we can kind of stitch it all together in this last pack. We'll take a path to the festival and probably not play it, though with this and the Evolving Wilds, maybe we'll splash something that we open in the last pack. I might play this card. And just finishing out this pack here. Let's take a look at the deck. Got some... Honestly, we're good basically everywhere. Storm the Festival. Well, we're really not taking anything... Like, we're not taking anything else in this pack. There's nothing else for us here. The Vivisection, maybe. But even that's a little suspect. Let's take the Storm of the Festival and see see what it does. I don't think it's going to be good enough, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot. So here we could take Falcon Abomination, which is a really, really nice card, or the Dryad's Revival, which is pretty good too. This is good because it has flashback, obviously, but Falcon Abomination is just a better card. And then, obviously, Phoenix is neat, but it's not for us. I think I'll take the Falcon. I think it's just a little bit better. Now do I take a Candlelit Cavalry over a Dissipate? I'm not really holding up mana ever. Just tapping out every turn, so I don't think the Dissipate's very good in our deck. So, same thing about Spirit. So I think I'd rather just have the big thing to go get. Okay, now we've got Farmer, Dawnheart Mentor, and Broodweaver all in the same pack. I don't really think we need the Broodweaver. For me, it's between the Mentor and the Farmer. I think I'm taking the Mentor. I think it's more powerful on its own than the Farmer. Farmer's good. I would play another Farmer. And I think I'm going to get to. Yeah, so that worked out perfectly. Take this Farmer. There's another Dryad's Revival. I'm hoping one of them wheels. I don't think that's that much to ask for. Defend the Celestis. This is the second Pithing Needle we've seen. Another Bird Admirer, another Pestilent Wolf. Actually, I'm not sure what the pick here is. I think I'll take this Defend the Celestis, but I'm not super convinced that that's the right pick. Well, we can start looking at the picks here. I don't think the Homunculus makes the deck. I don't even know if the Shipwreck Sifters make the deck. I'm not discarding that many cards. I don't have that many spirits I'm discarding. Ooh, that's a late Scab Wrangler. That's a gift. This card's really nice, especially later on in the game. So I can take DBS Cover-Up, which is good with all the self-mill I've got, but it's... honestly, it works well with Revenge of the Drowned, too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay, nothing here. Dryad's Revival? Yeah. Cool. One of them wheeled. That's all I really needed or wanted. Cool. This deck came together. Waiting for the server. And we've just got to make 4 cuts. That's it. So Storm the Festival, not amazing in this deck, but I think it's fun. And I have a lot of permanents to hit, so I think I'm going to play it. I don't need to consider. I don't want to play the Snarling Wolf. I think I will play the Turn the Earth because of all the self-mill I have. Looking for 2 more cuts. The Roost, let's see. How many spells are we casting from our graveyard, actually? 1, 2... Because Disturb is cast, right? Yeah. 2, 3... 4... I guess only 4 or 5. Maybe the Roost isn't so good then. Yeah, we'll cut the Roost. If Ominous Roost made birds that can block things on the ground also, I would just play it in this deck. Easy peasy. But since it only makes birds that can block other things with flying, I don't think it's just an auto include. And if I only ended up with 5 flashback cards. Just don't think it's quite worth it. And now 1 more cut. Don't think it's any of this stuff. It might be a land. Honestly. Go down to 16 lands in my Storm of the Festival deck. But with the Rejuvenator and the 2 farmers, I'm gonna hit lands. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut a land. I'm gonna cut an island and play it like this. 8 forests, 7 islands, and the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, that seems great. We've got a nice little engine going with the self-mill. And then other than that, we've just got like some light Coven synergies, some good spells, and we've got Storm of the Festival to reload later on. Let's hop into a couple matches and see how this goes. Hopping into our first game with this blue-green draft deck. And yeah, this hand looks great. Could use another island so we can play our spells and hold up Malevolent Hermit. But we'll just keep drawing forests, probably. Looks like our opponent has a play with fire. It gave them priority all through our turn there. So I'm going to go ahead and lead on Covetous Castaway, because this does not die to play with fire. I guess I don't really care if they kill my Malevolent Hermit either, but I'll just chill on that for now. The Celestis, okay. Remember when I asked for another blue source? I just drew only green. That was fun. We'll run out the Dawnhart Mentor here, just to put a little bit more pressure on board. Yeah, we're just chilling. Our opponent hasn't done anything either, so... They haven't done anything because they were waiting to play a Tireless Hauler? Weird. So obviously Revenge of the Drowned is a mana efficient thing we could do this turn. Yeah, that's probably the play. Just like bounce this. And then attack for 2. Just time walk them, basically. Look at that. Now we can just play Candlelit Cavalry. And just chill. Next turn we can revival back the Revenge. And then do it again. Let's do the time warp again. Right? Dunhart Mentor is going to help us attack through their big beefy things if they play any more beefy things. Yeah, we're in a decent spot here. Clogging up the ground. Got some card advantage. They can force it to become Knight. Okay. To make their guys 6/6. That makes sense. And then they get to loot. Okay, looted away another land. Makes sense to me. Now, am I double blocking? No. I think I'll just take a hit this turn. And they've got a Silver Bolt, and they're still holding up their Play with Fire. Okay. Well, we can play a land this turn. Go to combat. And attack with Cavalry to threaten a pump. So they can't block. But if they do block, I'll pump and kill their guy. That's fine. Get in for 5. We can finally run out Hermit. And then we'll Dryad's Revival pick up the Revenge of the Drowned. That's going to make it daytime also, so if they want it to be nighttime again, they're going to have to spend more mana on their turn to do so. Which is fine with me. Yep, there is the Play with Fire that we were expecting. That's fine. They get to draw an extra card this turn because it is daytime now. Which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. And they looted away a Gavany Silversmith? Really? This card's good. Wonder what else they've got. Borrowed Time hits my Mentor. Interesting. They can only activate this as a sorcery, right? Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just, like, flashing back Hermit and Revenge of the Drowning this turn. Like, if I just do this... They do put it on top, okay. Then I just say all attack. Get in there, little zombie. Their Silverbolt does not have great targets here. Yeah. They weren't getting out of that. I was going to cast another Revenge of the Drowned pretty soon, so sweet. Our deck clogged up the ground and cast some good spells. Alright, Norby, time to battle. I get to go first again. And yeah, this hand looks fine. We can play Scab Wrangler on turn 2. And then hold up a counterspell on turn 4, as long as we find a land. And then smash them with a 5-drop on turn 5. Seems good to me. This Dryad's Revival can pick up a Devious Cover-Up, and then Devious Cover-Up can shuffle the Dryad's Revival back into the deck for later. Okay. Awakener's pretty good. I'll still run out the Scab Wrangler first turn, I think. I'll trade, I'm pretty sure. If they give me the chance. It powers up the mob, but I think that's fine. We'll play the Sentry here. Hope to find a land next turn. We'll trade this with the mob also, if we get a chance. Just want to find lands and keep marching up towards these good spells. I think the 3/6 and the 5/5 are going to match up pretty good into the white-black deck. Well, there's a Hobbling Zombie. Alright, please don't miss, Farmer. Cool, we didn't miss. We'll take a forest. Play the forest. If I attack and they block with the Hobbling Zombie, this can attack through the Farmer now. So I don't think I attack. And we all just stare at each other for a little bit. Fading Hope would have been really good against them. Reset their unruly mob. I guess now that it's in my graveyard, I can just pick it up if I want to. Dryad's Revival with all these self-mill cards is kind of like a tutor effect in a way. Yeah, they're attacking with the Hobbling Zombie. I kind of want to block with the Farmer. I think this is fine. Sentry can still block the mob. And if they try to pump the mob up much more, I can just reset it with the Fading Hope in my graveyard. Search Party Captain makes sense. Sure. Missed on lands here, which does suck. I am going to do the Dryad's Revival, get back Fading Hope, like I said. And then just chill. I'll have this trade with the Search Party Captain if I get a chance. Otherwise, I'll just reset the Unruly Mob. I don't mind having both of the 5-drops in my hand right now because they are bigger than what our opponent's doing. But it's a tiny bit annoying because I have a lot of cheap cards in my deck, and finding my only 2 5-drops when I can't find my 5th land is, kind of sucks. It's what I get for playing 16 lands. Okay. This card's good. I'm going to need to shoot it with a Silver Bolt next turn. Yep. Yeah, so they are just attacking like this. They're not sending in the Unruly Mob, which makes sense. I can't block either of these things. So I'll take 5 damage here. I'm gonna go ahead and Fading Hope the mob to reset it. That's not a land, so Storm of the Festival goes away. Really want to find a land. That's not a land. I think I need to shoot the Dualcraft Trainer here. Or do I play the Hoarder to find a land and then play the silver Bolt and shoot it next turn? I think I just shoot it this turn. Shoot the Dualcraft Trainer. And then we're done. Does our opponent have Rotten Reunion in their hand? Is that their last card? The game keeps giving them priority again. So they can like Rotten Reunion my Dryad's Revival here. I think that's the only single black spell in the format. Single black instant, I guess. None of their creatures have abilities. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there. Yep, there's Mob. So they can put this back to a 3/3 this turn, basically. Because I am going to block the Search Party Captain. Because I'm just playing defense here. Leaving the Sentry alive doesn't do a ton, I don't think. Awakener is good for our opponent. They can awaken the Chaplain. But Revenge of the Drowned is a great draw for me. It's going to let me reset the Mob again. Just looking for lands. Might as well take the Evolving Wilds, I guess. Actually, no. Because I want to leave another land in my deck, I think. So I'll do it this way. I'll take the Forest. They had that last turn. I wonder why they didn't do it last turn. So if they attack with everything, I can't block most of their stuff, actually. It's kind of annoying. Because this can eat this mid-combat, which would turn the Mob into a 4/4. Yeah, I'll block the Chaplain. That's an easy block. But I'm going to take 8 here. Oh, weird. Weird that they did that instead of just sacrificing this zombie. Because they could have attacked with the zombie then, if they were going to sacrifice Chaplain anyways. Oh, come on. Okay. So Revenge of the Drowned is good against Unruly Mob. But I think I just need to like slam my 5/5 here. Hope to find a land off the top of my deck. Oh no, I'm just dead. Yeah. Yep, just a little too clunky here. And that'll do it. That's fine. So for what it's worth, I think I am going to add a land back into the deck. I'm going to go 17 lands and cut one of the 2 Harvest-Tide Sentries. So I'm going to try it like this for a little bit. Jumping into game 3 against Tolo here. I think we keep this. It's kind of awkward. But Farmer can help us hit more land drops. And as long as if we can Fading Hope something that lets us scry to find a forest also. So I think this is okay. Okay, opponent, play a 2-drop. It's actually a pretty good 2-drop for me to bounce also. Okay, scry that to the bottom and find a land. Yeah. Then Farmer helps me find another land. And it mills over a spell we can cast. Yeah, we're cooking with gasoline now. Okay, they found a Farmer of their own. Let's see. Probably just go Organ Hoarder here. We could just take the forest and mill 2 spells. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Next turn I'll probably just slam the Candlelit Cavalry. My opponent's hovering over my stuff a bunch. Oh. Yeah, I think I'll block. I think I'm okay making that trade. Mostly because now if I cast the Ghostly Castigator, I'll shuffle back in Organ Hoarder and Farmer and Fading Hope, I think. Yeah, so it just lets me do this instead, which is fine. Fading Hope, Farmer, Organ Hoarder. Those can all shuffle back in. Yep. I want to cast these spells from my graveyard sooner rather than later. Because they do... Them sitting there, they're a little bit vulnerable. Okay. The Broodweaver shuts down my Castigator, obviously, so I think it's just time to play some stuff, double spell this turn, get ready for next turn. Dawnheart Mentor potentially looking really good here. And let's see what our opponent has to say about what we've got going on. We're in a good spot. Our engine has been chugging along just fine this game, so... I hope you guys can't hear the little yappy dog outside the window right now. Don't know what the dog's so upset about, but they've got something to say about it. Okay, Elementalist picks back up the Cathartic Pyre, yep. Luckily my guys are X4s, so... Missed a land drop again, which is kind of awkward. I can't do this and anything else this turn, so I probably won't. I think I'll just play more 4 toughness creatures. I'll play Dawnheart Mentor and Bird Admirer, I think. Just start building up a board. I'd like to be able to Revenge plus Silverbolt or Revenge plus Falcon Abomination in the same turn. So that's what I'm kind of waiting for. And then we've got the Dryad's Revival to cast Revenge again, like we did in that first game. That's pretty good. Cool, found a land. So now Revenge plus something else is on the table. This can just give +3/+3 and trample also. So I think it's time to start attacking. We'll attack with the Castigator. Okay, we're going to activate this ability. You're casting 2 burn spells? Yeah, I'm super okay with that. Super fine with that. This card sucks, but I have the Silver Bolt for it, so that's okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana now. So I can go Cavalry plus Bolt. I'll just shoot it now. And then... Am I attacking? I don't think so. We're just hanging out. I'll Revenge of the Drowned something end step. Probably the Broodweaver, but we'll see. Okay, just kidding. Probably the Hound Tamer. This card's good. So let's bounce that. Get a thing. Ooh, Devious Cover-Up. Okay. If I attack with the Wing Shredder, I can give it +3/+3, so I can make it a 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd have to put everything on it, and I could kill that and something else. Okay, so let's attack with Wing Shredder. Cool. Then I'll just flash back Benevolent Geist here and pass. Plan is to Devious Cover-Up the Hound Tamer. And we'll shuffle back in the Revenge of the Drowned, because it looks like getting back the Silverbolt with the Dryad. The Dryad's Revival makes more sense. Though I could also just Revival another Devious Cover-Up. I think that's probably what I should do. Yeah, if I find a land, that's what I'll do. Well, that's not a land yet. So first things first, let's attack. Let's just go with the Geist this time. Okay, still gonna do this. Yep, that's fine. It's a 1/2 now, so... Oh no. Huntmaster's really good. Luckily, I can just go get the Silverbolt next turn, so it's fine. I'd love to draw a land so I can do it all in one turn. I unfortunately cannot do it all in one turn, so I can Dryad's Revival, the Silverbolt, and then play the Silverbolt, so at least this flips over. So it's at least daytime now. I'll get to kill Huntmaster next turn. Opponent has some attacks, but not too many attacks, and then I'm not too worried about dying. Because I can crack back on the backswing. And this gains me life. Like, doing okay, life-wise. This has been a grindier game than I expected out of the green-red deck. They have a bunch of good cards for their deck. The Fangblade Brigand, the Hound Tamer, the Naturalist, and now the Huntmaster. They look like a pretty good green-red deck. I do think our deck's a little bit better. We've just been able to reuse a lot of our cards. And I don't know. I don't know what they can do here to actually make an impact. We've got a bunch of 04s. Like, they can attack with Huntmaster. I'll just take 6. That's really all they can do. Yep. No blocks. Just take 6, that's fine. Ooh, Storm the Festival. Not this turn. But we're just gonna shoot that. Oh, sure. They can kill my guys this turn too. Let's see, am I attacking this turn? Am I farming this turn? What do I want to do? These wolves are a little bit scary. Let's just play Candlelit Cavalry to get our big thing out. Yeah, they've got more wolves. Okay, I think it's time. We're storming. Oh, we actually hit 2 things? Okay. Am I milling 3? Yeah, probably. Let's pick up a forest. Play Falcon Abomination. And pass. There's only 10 cards left in my deck, but I have Turn the Earth to shuffle 3 cards back into my deck. I don't think I'm casting this Eccentric Farmer. Is that crazy? Attack with these 2. Yeah, they just can't get past it. Oh, I can also activate Dawnheart Mentor. Yeah, that game was sweet. Alright, Stupid Knight is our opponent today. We'll keep. This ramps us. We can cast a turn 5 Storm Festival with this hand. And we just drew one of our 5 drops. What you got, opponent? Ooh, it's a good card. Catilda's really good. We had a really sweet green-white humans deck. And just ramping straight up into Dualcraft Trainer. Sure. We'll go farming here. Cool. Got it. We did mill 2 really good cards, though, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Our opponent's curve has been nutso. You see this? So good. They can just attack for 3. Yeah, no blocks. Let's see, am I taking a turn off to cast this Revenge of the Drowned? I think I should probably hold it up. So yes. Am I attacking? Kind of okay attacking with both, to be completely honest. Cool. Okay. I want to be able to Revenge of the Drowned. Like if they play a 2-drop and then target something with double strike, I want to revenge that thing. If they just go combat, I'm pretty happy. Okay, they do have a Timberline Guide. Yep. Yep. They just passed right through combat. Let's go ahead and revenge the Catilda. Yep. Just finding lands isn't really gonna help me super long term. Oh, I can mill them. This can attack. Just attack with everything? Yeah, I think so. Our opponent's obviously not amused about the play we just made. Doesn't really matter, they're still super ahead. Like, they can attack me with a 5/5 double strike here. Like, I can block this. Oh, their hand was just the nuts. They didn't want to kill me? They could have just killed me. Well, that's fine. We're gonna storm the festival. Because we like to have fun here. That was a really great green-white deck. And a really good draw. Like, the best green-white uncommon into the... Or the Lord into the best green-white uncommon. Pretty good. All we can really do against decks like our previous opponents is block. And their stuff got so big that we couldn't block. They had a really good hand. Yeah, this is fine. It doesn't have any of our engine stuff in it, but it's got a couple of removal spells and a creature, so we'll keep it. and hope that we can draw into some pieces. There we go. That's what we wanted. We are going to hoard some organs. Ooh, great draw. Falcon Abomination's so good. Like, a 3-mana 2/2 flyer is already fine. And then just being able to make a free thing is really good. We get to attack with the wolf for free here because they will not want to trade. We're just curving out. Beating them down. Do I take the land here? Probably. This is better in the graveyard anyways, so that's fine. I just was thinking about Silverbolt versus land. Ooh, Arlen. Okay. Falcon Abomination attacks Arlen for sure. Guess that's it.
Dawn approaches. I must go.
And I think I'm just passing. I think the plan is to Revenge of the Drowned whatever their play is this turn. Okay. A wolf attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, me discarding a card's kind of fine, because I can just discard Turn the Earth. And then let's revenge... What, the Opportunist? Or the Wolf token? Probably the Opportunist. I guess I could have... Oh, they put it on the bottom? Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this works now. I think I'll just hit all attack here. Looks pretty good. They can trade with the Organ Hoarder. They can take 8. And then we'll just play a Harvested Sentry. I can turn the Earth to shuffle like Organ Hoarder, Revenge, and Silverbolt back into my deck. Not sure if that's what I'm doing here, but it seems kind of okay. I guess Covetous Castaway is going to do literally the same thing next turn, so maybe I should just wait and do it with that. Alright, opponent, what you got? Our opponent's only played bangers so far this game. Morbid Opportunist into Arlen into that black uncommon, but wasn't enough, and we get the win. American Jeff. I know a couple American Jeffs. I go first. This hand's not very good. This hand's much better. I think I put Turn the Earth away. Keep everything else. Again, Castaway basically does what Turn the Earth does. If I was gonna say, if they flip Delver on their first turn, okay, good. I think Delver in most blue-black decks probably has like a 25-ish% chance of flipping. You probably can only play like 10 spells maximum. Let's attack for 1. Is that even good? No. If I attack for 1, they'll just attack back for 2. Sure. They get to draw some cards. Now does Delver flip? No. Opponent has lost the die roll a couple times now. Okay. I'm just going to play the Amalgam. Mill myself. They might counter it. Yeah. That's fine. Don't really care. If they had a counterspell, they had a counterspell. And they were going to get me eventually, right? You got to play through the counters. Okay. Forest would be an okay draw for me. How about a Hermit? Yeah, we'll play Malevolent Hermit. And say no attacks. This poor Delver. He's delving so hard, but not finding what he wants. Yep. Yeah, sounds good. Mill themselves. Makes sense. Forest. It's kind of a forest. Come on, hit something good. We did hit the forest. We also hit the Evolving Wilds. I think I'll just take the Evolving Wilds. I guess this is technically a little worse because I can't activate Death Touch this turn, but I think I'd rather leave the Malevolent Hermit ability up anyways. Yeah, and they could just do that. So, we're good. This is fine. Alright, time to storm. Yes, good. I mean, this is still kind of fine, right? Like, it ramps you towards casting it again. Oh no, their Delver finally flipped. Well, we can just Silver Bolt it or reset it with Revenge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's keep clogging up the board. No attacks. We can't attack. We're just chilling. Not sure how we win this game, but we probably won't lose this game anytime soon either. Cool. I just basically killed their 3-2 with that. Another covetous castaway. So many castaways. Ooh, Scab Wrangler's pretty good. Do I want to attack with anything? I'd have to attack with a 3-power creature to get past the amalgam, and I don't have a 3-power creature. So we're not attacking. We're just hanging out. Yeah, I'll let them go to attacks this turn. I think that's fine. Okay, they're activating. I wondered if they were going to activate that or not. Go to blockers, no blocks, but I will shoot the Abomination. Oh, I forgot they had this Morbid Opportunist sitting over there. Oops. That's fine. I'll take 3. So we've got Harvest Tide Sentry. I guess I technically should have tapped down all of their creatures this turn. The issue is this Morbid Opportunist is a huge pain. Because if I attack with anything, right? Say I attack with this Eccentric Farmer, even if I pump it, they can just chump block with, a Castaway or an Angler. Yeah, I think I just don't attack. Because then they can just draw more cards. And I don't want them to draw more cards. Oh no. Our opponent's deck is sweet. They have a bunch of the cheap creatures that enable this kind of control-y deck. And I think that they're just a little bit better than our deck is. No spirits on board, but those are spirits. And Curse of Leeches. Well, normally Curse of Leeches is not a very good card, but in a deck like this, it's gonna do something. I think I'll just block like this. I don't really want those to hit the graveyard. I mean, I'll keep playing, but I think this game's pretty over at this point. I'm feeling pretty dead. American Jeff's blue deck was a little bit better than our blue deck. Like, I'm low enough that I can't really afford to attack, and our opponent has such better card advantage. That I've just been behind in cards all game also. Yeah, I'll block it with my flyer. They got me with a second startle. Didn't expect the second startle. And they draw a card. Maybe I can mill them? Probably not. I think the only card that says mill target player is this thing. It's exiled already. Yeah, and like I said, Curse of Leeches usually isn't good, but since I'm on a bit of a clock here already, I think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, that's gonna definitely do it for me. I can just play the Abomination again. Yep. And... Ooh, actually, Bird Admirer lets me keep playing Magic for at least a turn. Tap that, tap these three. They might have enough creatures to just attack with all and kill me, though. Everything but the Opportunist. Alright, let's line up blocks and see if we can survive. I don't think we can, but I'm gonna try. That block's there. This blocks. I think that's everything I can block, and that still lets through too much damage. Yeah. I think that's the best I can do, but it still leaves me dead. A bit of an unfortunate last game. I thought this deck was pretty good, and I would have liked to have gotten to go off a couple more times, but it is what it is. I'll take the 3 wins. That's pretty okay. Definitely not great, but okay. And that's going to be it for me. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.